Happy Vlogmas Day 2! Guess what else today is? My first day of work. I got a job on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Election day, November 3rd. I start training today. I'm in my work fit, work drip. Shoot, I think I'm gonna run out of storage. So my camera doesn't have storage. Little update for you. You can see the sign in the back. I am working at Carrabba's. Today was like my first training day. I got to eat a bunch of food. It was so good. I'm really excited. I feel like it's gonna be so much fun, especially because Sierra works here too. And you might know who Sierra is. I don't know. I'll just put a picture of her right here. That is Sierra. I was here for like 3 hours-ish. Four. It's almost 7 o'clock, isn't it? I don't even know. Oh, and Biden is winning. He's almost at 270. He got Wisconsin and Michigan. It's time for an update because the past 2 days have been 2 of the longest days of my entire life. It is Friday, November 6th. Last night, the last time I remember seeing is 4:45 a.m. Literally did work pretty much from 8:20 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. But then today I did more training, I got more food, then it just went crazy. I started working with one of the hosts. I started following them around and doing things they told me to do. Taught me how to bus a table, and that's where you like take the dishes off. The server's supposed to take the plates, but there's usually like cups still left. Put them on a tray, carry them to the back. I sat a few people, which was literally the scariest part of the night. I hated doing that. It's so weird walking and them being behind you, turning around to make sure they're still there. And then I was done at like 9:50. I came home and I wrote a narrative and I got it turned in on time. Crazy. I have to be at work by 11 tomorrow. My life is just getting out of hand. I'm not doing too well. I've cried more over this job in the past week than I have about school all year. I've cried 3 times. 3 times. I've had this job for 6 days. Sorry, I'm just overwhelmed. Hey! Back in the same spot, but literally like 24 hours later. First of all, look at my pants. They're amazing. Love them. I'm obviously doing a lot better now, but that did not come easily. You see? So today was definitely a struggle. I definitely cried at work multiple times. So that was so good. This is what happened. I thought I was gonna be able to do this without crying, but literally whenever I think of a situation where I have cried, I cry again. I sat people at a table, the next table in rotation, you know? So I sat them there, and then the next people came in and I was going to sit them not in the bar area because that's where I had just sat people. So I was going to sit them in the main floor. You know, you probably don't, but just pretend that you do, okay? So I was gonna sit them in another area, but they asked if they could have a booth, and they pointed to the booth. There's this wall. Okay, where I'm standing is the host stand, and there's a wall right here, and they pointed, there's 3 booths, 1, 2, 3. They pointed to the middle one, and I had just sat someone in this 3rd one right here, and so they pointed to the middle one and they said, can we have that table? You do whatever the customer says. If the customer wants a certain table, you give them that table. But the catch is, these people had just sat down. Like it had been like 2 minutes. I was kind of at a dilemma. That kind of thing had never happened to me before. There was no one else up there with me. So like there was nothing else I could have done. So then I asked the person that's training me if that was okay. And she said, no, but not in that nice way. So let's not cry right now. So I'm just gonna stop for a second and explain to you that this was a teaching situation. Like this kind of thing had never happened to me before. So I didn't know what to do. and my trainer was trying her best to teach me, and I do feel like the situation could have been handled better, but I know it was not her intent to make me upset, and now I know not to do that again. So, I mean, it worked, but there is nothing against her at all. But before that, oh, I meant to tell you this before. The board, like the little computer thing that all the tables are on, and that's how you know where to sit people. So yesterday, I did it. I thought I did okay. I was really trying. I thought it wasn't terrible. I tried my best. I sat people where they needed to be sat. It was literally my first day. You have to be superhuman in order to understand everything on the first day. It just makes me upset when I try really hard to do something and people don't get that I'm trying my best here. My trainer told this lady that I didn't do a good job. I don't know if me being upset over that is me being too sensitive or something. I feel like everyone, if they're trying their best and someone's like, it's just not good, you're just terrible, I feel like that would make anyone upset, sad. It's just like when you study for hours for a test and it comes back as like a 30, you're like, what? That happened. And then my earring falls out of my ear. I'm standing there struggling, like this falls out really easily. Like you see how fast I just pulled that out with one hand. Like this little latch thing, it's pretty broken. Like I need new gold hoops. I was trying to put it in and I literally could not do it. I was struggling and the tears were starting to form in my eyes because that other thing that just happened, like that 2-table thing. Went to the bathroom, started crying, tried to put myself together and go back out there, but then I just went straight to the kitchen and found Sierra and I was like, I'm not okay. So then I go and bus a table with Sierra and we bring the glasses and stuff back to the back, and one of the servers brings stuff back there and we're talking as we're putting the dishes in the back, and I look at her. She was like, have you been crying? And then I fell apart. I just stood there and hugged her for what felt like 5 minutes. It was probably just like 20 seconds, but I needed that. So after that, I was okay. These past 2 days, me telling you about my job is so much different than that first day. That first day, I walked out of there and I felt so good. I felt like I was gonna love this. I texted my original trainer. I sent him a really long text and I was like, I'm sorry, I am overwhelmed. Sorry to all the people that think I'm overreacting. I get it. I personally don't think I'm too sensitive of a person. I just feel like everyone should be treated with respect, given a fair shot, and people should be understanding. You know, I've literally been talking for 22 minutes. I think that's all I got. It is now Friday, November 13th. This video has been going on for 2 years. I'm just gonna be getting ready right now because I have a dentist appointment in like 25 minutes. Wednesday. I went into work at 4, right? And I was gonna be there till like 9 probably. I was in the back rolling silverware till probably like 6:15. They told me to come out of there because they started to get busy. They needed tables to be bussed because there was this huge party there. There was literally like 30 people. I literally had to make like 5 trips for this one table. But then they needed someone to go to the host stand. The lady, the same one that taught me how to open on Sunday morning, she had to leave because she got sick. So it was just me and this other girl that I just met that night. And she left like probably 15 minutes after the other one left. When she left, people, she came up to me and she said, when you're busting off tables, don't just bust it and not wipe. Sis didn't even know that I left it there because she had thrown up. Like, come on, you don't know the situation here. Don't get mad at me if you don't know what's going on. Like, literally wipe it yourself. That happened, and then she was like, bye. Are you kidding me? And I had just met her. I had said like 2 words to her. So anyways, not the best first impression of her. Maybe it'll get better, or maybe she's just not a nice person. Then I was by myself for 3.5 hours. I ended up leaving at 10:30 because the one that got sick was supposed to close. I ended up having to close, and I never closed before in my life. The managers helped me, but then the one that like manages me, I guess, I don't really know how the managing system works. He left, so I was like, sis, where are you going? I am here alone. Moral of the story, it was probably the best day I've had there so far, besides the first day where I literally didn't have to do anything. I've come to the conclusion that Sunday was just not my day. Okay, so I was talking to Ellie about this because she got a job there too yesterday. So I was just talking to her about things that happen, and I think people tend to blame stuff on the new people when it isn't even their fault. I gotta realize that I'm just the one to blame right now when stuff goes wrong because I'm new, and I was letting that get in my head too much, and that's why I cried a million times. I'm just gonna ignore it. I think part of it is the fact that I'm the type of person that likes to hear people say that I'm doing stuff good. I don't know if that's like a bad thing. I want people to tell me if I'm doing a good job. It just makes me feel better about myself. So on Wednesday, the guy that did my classroom training, love him the most. And someone that I had just met that night, they both told me that they thought I did a really good job, and they knew it was hard because it was my first time being alone. It was literally my 5th day there and I was alone. They knew it was a struggle and I did a really good job. Like, I'm proud of myself. Glad to know that they are too. Conclusion, I am doing a lot better now. I think the overwhelmed part is starting to go away. Now it's just the getting to know people part, them getting to know me. Because now I have Sierra and I have Ellie, and I've made a couple friends. I don't know. I mean, these people talk to me and I talk to them. So I guess we're friends. Just wanted to inform you that I am doing good now. Pretty sure the last clip you saw was me crying. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, even though half of this video is me crying. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, so I just wanted to say there is no hate toward Carrabba's or anyone that I work with. Everyone is so nice, and I actually look forward to work now. I was just having a rough time adjusting. All the problems mentioned were my own and had nothing to do with anyone else. Love you, Carrabba's.